Palestine, and that's why many in Britain.
While you're watching Press TV, we're interrupting our regular programming to bring you live coverage of a much-anticipated speech by Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah, leader of the Hezbollah resistance movement in Lebanon. We've been covering this story throughout the day. The prisoner swap deal between Israel and Hezbollah apparently has gone through, and the 5 Lebanese prisoners were released by Israel and have received a historic welcome in their home country. There you have live images of Hezbollah leader Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah, cited by Samir Kuntar, I presume, the Lebanese fighter who was kept in Israeli custody for almost 3 decades before being pardoned by Shimon Peres and returning to his homeland. Now, to give you a little background on this prisoner swap deal, in return for releasing 5 men, the 5 Lebanese prisoners, Israel has recovered the bodies of 2 of its soldiers. Earlier in the day, we were told by our correspondent in Lebanon that perhaps the 2 Israeli soldiers, one of them may be alive, but now we have learned that apparently both of them are dead. We'll bring you further details as soon as we get them.
And I promise you, usually on the screen I go for 1 hour or 1 hour and 20 minutes. Tonight I won't take very long when I speak, so I'll be back here in minutes or in about half an hour to speak behind the screen, and I'll give the floor now to the prisoners. Of course, I hope all the detainees will be freed, and I pray for the souls of all martyrs, for you and for all fighters. We pray for victory for Palestine and the Ummah. We hope we'll achieve all dignity, all victories, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Well, there you have it. Speech by Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah, leader of Hezbollah resistance movement. Just to recap what happened today within the last hour or so, we've been covering a welcoming ceremony in Beirut for 5 Lebanese resistance fighters, prominently Samir Kuntar, a prisoner in Israel for 3 decades. The ceremony began with a speech by Samir Kuntar, who fervently spoke in praise of the resistance movement and said he was willing to return to Palestine. He thanked almost all Hezbollah resistant leaders, as well as the former Lebanese President Emil Lahoud, but he did not mention the current Lebanese President Michel Suleiman, and we will later ask why. Then Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah addressed the crowd, apparently from a more secure location. He praised the free detainees for their resistance. He thanked all the resistance groups, as well as a delegation from the Islamic Republic of Iran, the United Nations Chief Ban Ki-moon, and others who contributed to the swap. He made reference to the fact that Hezbollah had asked for the swap 2 years ago, before the 33-day war, but Israel had refused to hand over the Lebanese prisoners because of political differences apparently between Ariel Sharon and Benjamin Netanyahu at the time. He said Hezbollah would have been prepared to abduct even more Israeli soldiers to secure the release of Samir Kuntar and other Lebanese prisoners. He also mentioned yet another plan which Hezbollah would have resorted to if Israel continued to detain the Lebanese prisoners. He did not give us any details, of course. He also said keeping the fate of the Israeli soldiers secret was an intelligence victory for Hezbollah, which would otherwise have changed the course of negotiations. He finally called for the strengthening of the resistance movement until all of their goals are achieved. He also said 2 main Hezbollah goals had been achieved, namely the return of prisoners and the formation of a national unity government in Lebanon. He spoke of a national defense strategy and Hezbollah's readiness to open discussions with a serious spirit, as he put it. He also hoped that the fate of Imam Musa Sadr, the founder of the Lebanese resistance, would be made clear. He finally described Samir Kuntar as a national treasure. We will definitely keep you updated on whatever else that is related to these developments. This has been a Press TV live coverage of a welcoming ceremony for 5 Lebanese soldiers freed today. On top of them, Samir Kuntar, who was held in Israeli custody for 30 years. Thank you for watching, but don't go away. A summary of the news is coming your way in just about 7 minutes. Thanks for watching.